Do you know the feeling you have when you walk out the door and you feel in your pockets and there's no phone? You forgot it. Or when you're doing something and you randomly get the urge to check your phone and see what messages you got. But it's just an unimportant Instagram message. And you click on it and you just keep scrolling and suddenly an hour has passed. Yeah, me too. For this reason, people all over the globe have been swapping their smartphones for flip phones, those old phones. Or even made bigger changes. They completely removed their phones from their lives. But many people aren't willing to give up their phones just to stop the harmfulness they supposedly give. The reason they give is that there are more positives to a phone than there are negatives. For example, getting the route through Google Maps or using WhatsApp to stay in contact with friends. These are valid points. That is why I haven't removed my phone out of my life yet. But a year ago I did something else. Because after reading the book Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport, I deleted all of my social media accounts and began to use my phone more intentionally. In his book, Cal Newport talks about the philosophy of digital minimalism. This means that you use your phone more intentionally. All apps on your phone are used to enhance one of your core values. For example, you have a note-taking app for quickly jotting down an idea. Or you have a Kindle app to read books in your spare time. They only use one messaging app and remove all the cluttering social media apps because these apps serve no purpose to them. It's like only eating whole foods and not eating the junk foods. They make their best efforts not to use apps that aren't good for them. So, think for yourself. Do all of the apps on your phone enhance your deepest values? And does every bookmark in your browser serve a good purpose? In short, do you use your digital devices intentionally? On average, a person uses their phone 3 hours and 43 minutes per day. And more than 20% of the phone users use their phone more than 4.5 hours. Most of this time is spent on social media. They think they are just checking what other people are doing in their lives. But then the algorithm gives them more and more and more exposure to other people's lives. This algorithm is designed to be addictive and is comparable to gambling machines. There are endless options for your entertainment, and there are no stopping cues. With stopping cues, I mean, for example, endings of chapters in books, and the school bell that tell you you can pack your bag. Most people say that these social media platforms are harmless, but it can lead to over-comparing yourself to these influencers, which in turn can lead to loneliness, depression, or even suicide. It's no wonder the suicide rates have been increasing drastically over the last few decades. People use the number of likes they get as their social ranking. The more likes, the better. Constantly checking if they get any new likes. This leads to not being able to concentrate on the work they need to do, for example, their homework. They are getting constant temptations and get the feeling they are missing out on something if they aren't online all of the time. They even have a name for this, FOMO, short for the fear of missing out. When you feel bored, you have an entry to all of these entertaining resources within hand reach most of the time. Remember when you were a kid and you could play with everything, anything, make new worlds in your imagination. You were happy because you didn't worry about all of these social factors your phone brings. You didn't worry about likes or even your social rankings. So, tonight, when you are on your phone scrolling your night away, please remember this TED Talk. And just look through your phone and identify the positives and the negatives. The next time you are in deep concentration and get the urge to pick up your phone, Just try to resist this urge. And maybe, just maybe, you could even leave your phone at home when you go out for a short while. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.